Hello, friends. So I just wanted to share my romper. Here we go, here we go, here we go, the romper.
Yes.
Now, I thought if I throw on some heels with this, I could do this for the newscast, but it is extremely comfortable. So here we go. Here we are, Caroline-rashi, folks, with the amazing Terrian. Thank you so much for doing this. I know it has been such a busy day because there's this trial that we've been following locally, Gerald Goins. He was just former HPD, Houston Police Department police officer who's charged with 2 counts of murder.
Yeah.
He was found guilty today, actually this afternoon, literally less than
2 hours ago. Yeah, like a couple hours ago.
Right.
That was the whole thing.
She does all the web stuff. And so she's like, I don't know, Rashi, if I could do this. But then she gave me a thumbs up, and I was like, yeah, girl, yeah, because it's always good.
Because I will admit, when you came up to me and you were like, hey, I was like, because they were just like, the verdict's coming in. I'm just sitting up here like, people were yelling. They weren't yelling, but they were like, the verdict's in. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, okay. And you were like, hey, so like, what are you doing at 3:30? And I was like, can I let you know at 3?
I know.
To see how I'm doing.
And I had no plan B. I just had faith in Terrian. Yes.
Pixie
I
dust.
said yes.
It.
Trust in pixie dust. I love that. Did you make it up?
No, it's from Tinkerbell.
Oh.
Have you ever seen Tinkerbell before?
Like Peter Pan?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but I guess I never caught that. Trust
in the movie, it's like faith, trust, and pixie dust.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. I love it.
Say.
Oh, yeah, that is. Well, how is everything else other than, you know what, I'm obsessed with her life outside of work because y'all need to go to her TikTok. She is just my spirit animal. I love it. I love it.
I post this like random fun stuff. And to be fair, I have so much like things in my drafts and I'm just scrolling through and I was like, oh, this would be kind of funny to post. I just don't
second guess it. Don't second guess it.
Yeah, I know.
The people need the content.
I know. They need the content.
I know.
And we talk about this a lot too. And I'm always like, yeah, you know, like I'm going to do it. I just don't. I think it's probably just like my internal like ADD or whatever, but I just can't.
I used to do that until Caroline got involved in my life. And she is like just, cause you know, I'm second guessing myself. Like, oh my God, does this look like I'm like, you know, very self-centered? Does this look this? Does that? And then at the end of the day, it's like, who cares? And then a lot of times it's like my friends are like, go girl, or this, or they think it's funny too. So bottom line is, post
your content.
Post the content.
I
Don't
need to take my own advice.
Yes, post the content. How do you feel about limos? Have you ridden in a limo before?
I've never ridden. This conversation came up with another friend I had earlier too, but I've never ridden in a limo before.
Okay, so I have. We used to actually live in an apartment complex that had these like things back in the day where if you like, I don't know, sold. I don't remember what it was, but they had like the limo days, and they would take you to like CC's in a limo or something.
That's
so
cool.
it was like really cool. Yeah. So yeah, I went in a limo then, and they're cool. They're just
nice. Like, like, set the scene. Like, what was inside it?
Other residents.
Okay. He said people.
Other people I didn't know, and we went to wherever. I'm trying to think of any other time, like, even in school, when we would get a certain amount in our fundraiser, I guess I was getting both of those confused, then you would get to ride in a limo to the junior high, other one, or something like that.
Just like on a random day?
Yes, like it wasn't just me and somebody. Yeah. But the scene is basically dark with lights, and there's like a window separating you and the driver.
Okay.
And so it's just like it's like a bed and a car because it's so long and it's so small. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of limos. Love party buses. Have you been to a party bus? Do a party bus.
I haven't.
Okay, do it though.
Okay.
You got a trip coming up, don't you?
I do. Yeah. I was gonna say I was considering because my birthday's in December. I was like, what if I just get a party bus?
Please. Can I do your social media? I'm not inviting myself. I'm saying I'll do something for you.
You're just in the yes.
Okay, the reason that I'm talking about limos is, first of all, I don't even see a lot of limos.
I don't see them that much anymore either.
No.
When I do see one, I'm just like, oh, cool. Like,
yes, and that's the point. You always wonder who's inside. Is it a celebrity? Is it a CEO? Is it the president? Well, president ain't be in no limo. It'd probably be like all this security around. So now when you see one, you're kind of like, right? I mean, I don't really think too much about it. I think of like high school prom or something. You know, I'm not like, but if I see like a tricked out, like blacked out SUV Escalade, I'm like, is that my man's city? Is that fitty?
Somebody's in there.
Yeah. People just don't see them as cool anymore. Gen Z apparently think they're tacky.
Yeah.
So what do younger people like instead? A study says porty buses.
Oh, yeah. I believe that.
Buses.
Because when you think about it, too, I feel like a limo, there's no space in it. Like, it's like the size, essentially, like the height of a car.
Yes.
You're just sitting, like, there's...
But the SUV limos, I've never been in one. They look really cool.
Oh, like the really bigger ones?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
But I would totally go for a party bus. I mean,
yes.
My friend, one of my best friends got married in Vegas at that little white chapel. She had a party bus for us. And that was like so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. I mean...
Because I feel like you have room to like dance and like just party and stuff like that. You can't do that in the limo.
No, you're literally just like this.
Exactly.
And the seats are so low. And then the floor is so low. So everything's like low. Now, if you're trying to like, do some extracurricular activities in the limo, I'm sure that's very, fit for it. But other than that, I don't really think limos are in anymore.
I do like the idea of a party. I haven't been on a party bus, but I don't know if this is similar to a party bus, but in college they had, have you heard of Fetties?
No.
Okay, so it's kind of like.
Heard of like Fetty Wap?
Right.
Enough Fetty.
So he actually founded this. No, he didn't.
No,
that's a lie. Yeah. But basically it's like, it's almost like a party bus, but it's like you can order one. And so we would order a Fetty to take us to, because I went to school in Austin, so we'd go to 6th Street. So we would order the Fetty to take us to 6th Street, and essentially like it had party bus vibes in the sense where they had like, the driver had like these flashing disco lights and like we could like set the playlist, right? He just stuck them to the roof. And like we had like this playlist and like we can just play songs, and like that was the closest to a party. It was the closest to one I was been on, because we were in there, we were just like jamming, just like playing songs and just like dancing and like and stuff. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Right.
So that gave party bus vibes to me.
Yes.
And that's ever since then I was like, I need to do like an actual party bus.
Yes, an actual party bus is great. I'm not a fan of those. I've never been on them, but like the beer cycling thing. Why am I working while I'm drinking beer?
I saw one the other day and I was like, that doesn't seem
it's not.
It doesn't seem.
I mean, yes, don't knock it until you try it, but still, like that just doesn't seem. Like the other thing.
Drinking and biking at the same time.
Yes. The other thing is these, I don't know what they're called, but they're like the bicycles where they have the people in the back.
Oh, wait. Oh, the guys who like are riding bike and like you ride and like
yes.
It's like a little carriage.
Right.
Something like that.
Like a carriage, yes.
Yeah.
So you see them outside the Astros games or like I've seen them at the Texans games.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've ridden in one before.
That's fine. This lady was big. Okay, big meaning probably a big heart, but she was also large.
Yeah.
And she had 3 other people with her. They all fit in this carriage, and this skinny little guy, I was like, what is happening?
My God.
Like, you have to be a little considerate, like I'm not fat shaming or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, if this is, gonna be human strength, we're not powered by an engine.
We're not, but they be moving.
Yes.
I
don't know if
moving.
that's like a type of, there's some engineering going on behind it, or like,
you might
physics?
be, because it's like, I guess wheels on the back help also move it forward.
Propel it, but.
Yeah, because the one I've ridden on, it would be like multiple people, but there was one time, like we asked this guy, we were like, hey, like we have like a couple, I think there was like 3 or 4, we're like, please, like, we need to get back. Like,
yes.
we have to get like to this destination. And he was like, okay, but I felt bad with like 4 of us piling into this guy's like mini like cart on the back of his bike.
Yes.
But he like powered through. And a part of me feels like,
yeah, then you're good.
I feel like after that, like he had like a steady momentum, like he was moving.
Oh.
And we tipped him really nice.
Oh, that's
we were
good.
like, thank you so much.
Yes.
But yeah, like sometimes I'm like,
I know that.
I feel like it should be like, okay, guys.
And I'm pretty sure that they're made a certain way, because like, what if you have to stop and then the carriage like.
I just like the cartoon just like flips over.
You're like, oh, hell, what just happened?
Oh my God.
I know. All right, so basically the point is limos are out, party buses are in. We'll be right back. Welcome back, friends, to another edition of Caroline and Rashi, featuring
Featuring.
You had featuring. You were talking about Fetties. So
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Got you.
Okay, featuring Terrian here. So we're talking about groceries. How do you get your groceries? Do you
From the
order?
store?
Oh,
Was that the question?
yes.
Okay.
Like, I mean, like, do you order them? Or you pick
Oh.
up?
Oh no, I
dropped
just
off,
go in and get
Instacart?
them.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
I've
normal
never
people.
done like the pickup and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently you obviously are a great person to ask all these things, but like, what are some of the rudest things that people have done at a grocery store?
Oh, there's so many.
Oh.
First one that comes to mind, standing in line and they get like all up behind me in my
Personal space. That was, yes, that's one of them in this
That's
study.
irritating.
Yeah.
What else? I feel like when I'm standing there, oh my gosh. Okay, people who stand in the aisle and they see you trying to get by and they just
Don't
freaking
move?
stand in the middle of the aisle and I'm just sitting there staring at them. And I don't, at that point, because usually I am the type who says, excuse me, but when I see you just move, I just move past you and I'm just like, keep walking. I'm like, if you
Yes.
don't want to move, then I'm just going to move through you.
Right.
That, what else? People, and I don't know if this is like rude, but like people who are standing in front of something when I'm trying to get to it.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like standing off, maybe like, okay, if they see me, they'll move, and they don't move. So now I'm just standing behind this person. And at that
So
point,
much
I'm just
drama.
like, okay, excuse me. And I reach
Yes.
over them and grab it. And I feel rude, but I'm like, no,
Right.
move. You see me here trying to
Right.
get to this stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah.
Can I tell you like a funny story? And sorry for all the guys that are out there or whatever, but like I
They'll
had
be
to
okay.
get some tampons and Advil, and the guy checking me out was a male,
Yeah.
and he's like,
Did he comment
this is
on
it.
it?
Well, no, and I was just like, you know, you know what else to say.
Right, like,
and then I realized those were the two things, and so I just got some gum too, just to
Throw it in.
throw it in there. And then I was like, let me get some chocolate for my kids or whatever,
Yeah.
you know. And I guess he thought it was for me. and so when he like put the stuff up, he's like, I hope it's not that bad. I was like, thanks.
Thank you. So
Bye.
considerate.
So considerate, but you can't be judged at what you're getting, right? Like
shouldn't be.
you like, you know.
And sometimes I go in for like completely different things. Like I'll come out with food, but like also like maybe
Yes.
I'll come with like tampons or something like that.
Right.
Like all in this one basket. And they're probably like, okay,
Yes,
what is she?
I
What's
know.
going on right now?
And it's confusing if you're like, there was one time that I had when I was, you know, I think I was, anyway, I got a pregnancy test, and this was years and years ago, but with tampons as well. Which was also confusing.
The person
So
was like,
to like,
okay, what's going on?
so I was mindful of that. So what I did was I got a loaf of bread too.
Did you need it?
No. But I was just like,
Just in case.
I'm gonna
throw
make
them
myself
off.
a sign. Like, you know what I mean? You just never know. Okay, so back to the
Exactly.
rudest things on the grocery store. So the biggest offenses, some of them, are using the express lane with too many items.
Yeah.
Disrespecting the personal space, which Terrian said was one of her big things. Ignoring all those aisle traffic rules, spot on.
Yep.
And then some of the more extreme offenses are, this is crazy, taking some stuff out of other people's carts. What are you doing? Opening things without buying them. I do that, but let me just say, my kids are with me, and I'm just opening up like a pack of chips or something that I'm going to pay for later. But nobody really gives me like the stink eye if you have kids.
Yeah.
Because they know what that's like. Like, you just need to get, you know, them to calm down. So, putting your shopping cart back. Do you put your shopping cart back?
I do.
Yes.
Because I can't deal with the thought of just like leave. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do leave it there, but most of the time,
Yeah, I can't deal with
put
the
it
thought
back.
of, well, I can't deal with the thought of me just lying right now.
right? I was like, Terry, don't lie to these people.
Yeah,
I
don't
do.
lie. We are friends.
Sometimes, like, but if it's like far, I'm just like, I'm like, I will walk all the way.
I will
But like,
say,
if it's like a decent, I will walk and put
Yes.
it back. But yeah,
excuse me, I will say that I will just prop it on something so that it doesn't move because I have my children with me, or
Yeah.
I have, you know, I don't want to leave them in the car, which I've done before, and I was like, that was stupid. But if there's like a tree, or, you know, like where you can just kind
Yeah.
of prop it, and then I'm
So
like,
it doesn't go
whatever,
anywhere?
yes,
Yeah.
because I
Okay.
can't hold both of them, or I can't like be like, come on, because that's more dangerous, because these cars are coming or whatever.
I feel like it's fine if you prop it somewhere, but don't leave it in the middle of a parking space. People who just like leave it
Yes.
all willy nilly over willy-nilly. You just leave it everywhere.
Yes. That's
annoying.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Put it back.
All right, we'll be right back. Hi. So thankfully we were just abruptly stopped a conversation we were having. Yes, because we're back here with you guys. Thankfully, Texas doesn't top the list for the worst drivers in the U.S. A new study, though, analyzed 19 bad driving behaviors. So can you think about them yourself? Here's some of them. Running red lights. That's, illegal. That's not a bad habit. That's
against the law.
Cutting drivers off, not cool. Eating or texting while driving, also not cool. I have done that, so it's not good though. Any form of road rage is awful. The top 5 states with the worst behaved drivers are Hawaii, Oregon, New Mexico, Wyoming, and Alaska. I don't want to even go there because Texas is bad.
Yeah, I'm surprised Texas isn't higher.
Right, so just imagine how bad those places are. Texas actually ranked 25th. Y'all, people in Houston
are
crazy.
Absolutely horrendous drivers.
So bad. And you know what? So Daniel, my husband, this happened to him last week. He was like, you will not believe what just happened to me. He was driving on 610.
Yeah.
One of our freeways. And this guy cut him off. And so Daniel honked. I'm like, don't honk. Don't ever honk.
Don't irritate
Don't
them.
honk. He honked. The guy got out of his car in the middle of the highway, parked his car, got out, pointed his hand like a gun.
Shut up.
And Daniel's like, and then moves away and leaves. But first of all, I said, you can't honk. You let these people go, do whatever, because you don't know what they have.
People are crazy.
Yes. I can't tell you
gosh.
how many times we've reported on people dying because of road rage. Road rage incident,
so insane to me.
It's all ego. So anyway, that was scary, obviously, and I said, you do not honk. No matter what, do not honk, please. But, I get off late, you get off late, driving on the highway, people are crazy, and I let them be crazy. I'm going to be on the right, slow. Do
what you got to do.
Oh, you speeding up?
Okay, let me move.
Let me move.
My bad.
Yes, my bad.
I'm in your way.
Yes.
Because I can't. That's crazy. Yeah, when I used to get off, because I used to get off late at 10, 11. Even then, people are like, I'm like, it's dark out and you're on the roadway doing 80 miles per hour for what? There's no one here.
I don't understand how these people that are speed racing, because how they're not getting caught. Do they have the radar detector?
They might. I know some people do have those to just check and see if cops are around, but I'm like,
it's so teenager of me.
I wanting them to get caught. A part of me is like, I hope you get pulled over.
Oh my God, every single time I'm like, that goes in my head. You're gonna get caught.
But road rage, because I feel like people even outside of Texas who have come to Houston, their complaint is y'all driving and the traffic is absolutely awful.
Yes.
So the fact that it's not ranked higher is just so surprising to me, because I feel like it should be.
And I'm scared to go to those other places because what is that like? I don't even know.
Because and I'm like, Alaska,
well, when you think of Alaska, you think of moose, right?
Yeah, I'm like.
But I think they have roads too.
I didn't know how to say. I didn't know.
It's not. Do people live in Alaska? Why would you even live so cold?
What?
What's happening?
Driving on roads? Isn't
it
icy? Because I'm like, is it not cold? So I'm like, why are y'all so bad at if it's cold?
Just stay at home.
I'm thinking you're that.
Because we don't leave our house if it's
all.
If it's below 50,
I'm at home.
We're at home.
And if I'm on the road, I'm driving so freaking slow.
Yeah.
So what are y'all doing in Alaska to have bad driving?
Right. Our executive producer actually worked at a TV market in Alaska. I didn't even know they watched TV there. It's so cold, I'd just be in bed.
I know y'all had news in Alaska.
There's news in Alaska.
The weather, look outside, it's snowing.
I know.
Every single day.
Why is there crime? I wouldn't get out there.
I heard Alaska has a high crime rate.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, Alaska's probably just like any other state, and we're just like, it's so far from
away.
us.
I forget it exists
Like
sometimes.
Maine. What do you even do in Maine?
Yeah. Who's out there?
Who's out there?
I'm not, okay, this is transition. Those small states like Rhode Island.
Yeah.
what's going on?
What's happening there? Yeah. Or when people talk about that area, that it really frustrates me because they're like, oh
like
yeah,
the Northeast.
Yes, because it's just like Rhode Island, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, or and then Maryland. They're all like clumped together.
Yeah. To me, they're all the same.
Yeah, it's all in the
like,
same.
It's not, but like to me in my mind, I'm like, that's
right.
the same thing.
DC, all those areas, New York, but you have to see from our perspective of Texas.
It's so
one
big
state. Yes. Well, hopefully we'll get to travel more and realize that there are other places around the world and open our eyes up a little bit. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching us. We'll see you next time, friends.